take it anymore. I really can't. I can't take that just because they're big blue and they're the Giants, everybody wants to go there. Oh my God. Bill Belichick wants to go and coach the Giants. Nick Saban wants to leave a freaking dynasty in Alabama to coach the Giants. Who are we kidding? Please stop. You have a prima donna punk wide receiver in Beckham, who the last two coaches have, and the management, Giants management, hasn't been able to control. You got a guy like Landon Collins who doesn't shut the hell up. Eli Apple, who's a distraction. They're a freaking train wreck. Are they talented? They're not the Cleveland Browns. But they're not top tier by any means. There's a lot of work to be done. I think they could definitely add a few pieces and still win the division next year. I think Philly will take a step back. They can't be this good, can they? They can't possibly be this good. Plus, Wentz will be coming back from an injury. I think Dallas is still going to be bad. Washington's going to be bad, so the Giants could sneak in. But there's just so many questions surrounding the Giants, and you got people, oh no, Nick Saban, he covets the Giant job. Okay, but why? Why? I just don't understand. It's going to be Jim Schwartz or the guy from Carolina. It's going to be the next head coach of the Giants. I think it'll be Schwartz, but Gettleman has the ties to the Panther guy, so it could be him. It's either going to be one of those two. But, first of all, folks, when you think about it, I think there was more of a shot at Belichick taking the Giant job than Nick Saban. Because Belichick has shown that he is petty, and if he really is pissed off at Kraft, pissed off at Brady, what better way to go than to the guy that's beaten you twice in the Super Bowl? That's if they keep Eli. What are they doing? Are they drafting a quarterback? What are they doing with Davis Webb? Can we get an offensive line for the Giants? Can Landon Collins and Odell Beckham and Eli Apple shut the hell up and play football and not put a target on the Giants' back? Because these people go in there and they want to shut the Giants up and beat them. To shut those three idiots up. The Giant job, yeah, it's a New York job. It's not a sexy job. I'm sorry. They're not in a good place right now. Detroit's a good job. That's a good job. Oakland's a good job that Gruden took. That's a good job. Even Arizona's not that bad. But, I mean, come on. The Colts. That's not a terrible gig either. The Giants have so many divas on their team and so many egos. It's just, why would you go? First of all, if you're Bill Belichick, I get Tom Brady has the biggest ego in the world, but that's one guy. You really leave the Patriots and leave that culture to go to the Giants? If you're Nick Saban, you leave that dynasty to go to the Giants and come back to the NFL? He's crazy. Nick Saban is crazy if he does that. And by the way, it's Nick Saban, S-A-B-A-N, not S-A-B-I-N. I saw people that are in the freaking radio update industry putting on Facebook, S-I-B-I-N. It's Saban, S-A-B-A-N. Annoying. God. That being said, I think the Giants should hire a college coach. I think they should maybe try David Shaw from Stanford. Go outside the box. I mean, let's face it. Jim Schwartz had, what, one winning season in Detroit? And he's a front runner? Josh McDaniels should take the Detroit job. He's got a great quarterback in Detroit, and he's got all the time in the world to find a replacement. Arizona's got a solid defense. Patricia's a defensive guy. Does Patricia go to Arizona? Or the Colt job? I mean, yeah, they're interviewing McDaniels. They interviewed Shermer. But to me, from what I'm looking at, they're zeroing in on Schwartz and they're zeroing in on the guy from Carolina. But if I'm Saban or Belichick, the last thing I'm thinking about is coaching the New York Giants. Please. I know they're the Giants and they're like football royalty. But I wouldn't touch that job with a 20-foot pole. Please. And then you got Collins going, oh, I don't want Belichick. He's too strict. Dude, shut up. Is this the same Landon Collins that gave up and quit in San Francisco? He certainly knows how to run his mouth, but he doesn't know how to play defense in San Francisco. And let's face it, he was good this year. Wasn't that good. For a guy that runs his mouth a lot, he wasn't that great. Just saying it like it is. I wouldn't want to go anywhere near that culture. It seems like such a toxic locker room and toxic environment. I wouldn't want to go anywhere near the New York Giants. And if I'm Eli Manning, I want out like today. Put me off to Arizona, put me somewhere, get me the hell out of here. Because I do not want to be here. I wouldn't.